This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Amma says the DMK's protest over the fishermen's killings was just mere drama and theatrics, strikes Kannimari for not being involved enough. Could Ramados's meet with Sonia Gandhi mean a firmer handshake with the Congress for the polls? A meeting with the Chief Minister is in the offing tomorrow. The Spectrum King heads to Tihar jail till next month. The CBI needs more time to question A. Raja. In a repeat of attacks on the Indian fishermen, petrol bombs are hurled at another lot, allegedly by the Sri Lankan fishermen. Vijay dons the cape of Kavalan off-screen. He is the new voice to take up the cause of the Indian fishermen in danger. Vaiko joins Amma in chorus to quash the DMK Congress regime in the state, blames Karunanidhi for the rising crime graph in the state.
The MDMK will strive hard, will take all effective measures in the election campaign. DMK Congress alliance is routed out.
And it's going to be a flavorful Friday with Sky 5, Bloody Murder and Love making it to the 70mm this weekend. This is the late night news on NDTV Hindu with me, Evelyn Matthew. Let's also bring you our national top stories. The Cabinet Committee on Security decided to cancel the controversial Antrix Davis deal for S-band spectrum. In a first, an IAS officer is kidnapped by Maoists in Orissa. A 48-hour deadline is set. 4 children are among 5 killed in Thiruvananthapuram as a school bus falls into a canal. And from today, more than 2.5 lakh government employees from Telangana boycott work. Well, our top story at this hour, a day after DMK honchos took to the streets outside the Sri Lankan consulate, Jayalalitha now says that the demonstration was nothing short of a drama and that Kannimari's arrest was just well-planned theatrics. Alleging that the Rajya Sabha MP has not raised even a single finger for the plight of the Tamil Nadu fishermen, she urged that the Katchetiva agreement had to be repealed and that the island has to be brought back to India's map. The heated-up opposition leader said that the Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh, had to call up Rajapaksa and tell him to stop the attacks or else face the consequences. And our senior correspondent Peer Muhammad now joins us over the phone line with more inputs into that story. Peer, while the DMK's move was seen as a preemptive move ahead of the opposition coming up and taking up that cause, has Jayalalitha's statement now that's really loaded with ammunition caught the DMK off guard?
Yes, AIADMK Supremo Jayalalitha has taken on the DMK MP Kannimari, who courted arrest for the plight of Tamil fishermen who were arrested by the Sri Lanka authorities the day before. In fact, she had said that never before Kannimari intervened in this particular issue of Tamil fishermen being attacked by the Lankan Navy, even in the issue of killing of Jay Kumar from Pushpavanam village. She was not making any noise, but on this particular occasion, she had raised her voice against the Sri Lanka government. That raises several doubts, and she has linked it to the recent controversy over 2G scam. And she had said that when the CBI is also looking at the involvement of Kannimari, she is trying to do some theatrics. That is the charge leveled by the main opposition leader in her statement today. Yeah.
Right, Peer. Also at this point, I want to bring in some more news from the political scene where sources now indicate that Anbumani Ramadas has met the Congress President, Ms. Sonia Gandhi, in the capital today. Sources also indicating that the PMK chief is set to meet the DMK chief, M. Karunanidhi, tomorrow. So is Dr. Ramadas and the PMK with the DMK or not? What feelers are you getting at this point?
Yeah, looks like with the AIADMK almost going to seal its pact with the Vijayagant's DMDK. The Patali Makkal Katchi is inching very close to the DMK. Anbumani Ramadas had met UPA chairperson and Congress President Sonia Gandhi at New Delhi today and had almost finalized the deal. That is what we are hearing from the Patali Makkal Katchi sources, and Patali Makkal Katchi leader Ramadas would be meeting DMK Chief and Chief Minister Karunanidhi tomorrow to finalize the agreement, seat sharing agreement. That is what we are hearing, that he has been already given an appointment. That is what Patali Makkal Katchi sources are saying. So it looks like the Congress, PMK and the DMK alliance will be sealed very soon. On the other hand, the AIADMK, DMDK alliance also will be sealed very soon because there is just about 2 months to go for the assembly polls in the state. Yeah.
Right. Thanks very much indeed, Pete, for joining us with that update on both those stories. So clearly the temperatures rising up to a higher level even ahead of the summer polls with action happening in both the camps, the ruling camp as well as the main opposition camp. Now, even as the Prime Minister assured action with relation to the recent killings of the fishermen in Indian waters, there's now been a repeat of attacks on 24 more Indian fishermen today. The men belonging to the Pudukkottai district were abducted mid-sea, allegedly by Sri Lankan fishermen. There have been reports of petrol bombs hurled at 7 Indian boats, which were then seized. One among the group has sustained burned injuries and is undergoing treatment. In fact, just yesterday, news of capture of 106 fishermen and 18 trawlers by the Sri Lankan counterparts was reported. But a concrete solution to this problem has not been sought so far.
கடல்ல மீன் பிடிச்சிட்டு இருந்தோம். அதாவது ஒரு 5 போட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நாள் வந்தாங்க. வந்து பாட்டில்னாக்க பெட்ரோல் பாம்பு வச்சிட்டு பாட்டில் கல் அலுமினிய குண்டு எல்லாத்தையும் விட்டு அடிக்கிறாங்க. அடினா சரியா ஒரு 3/4 மணி நேரம் வந்து விட்டு விரட்டி அடிச்சிட்டு வர்றாங்க. 2 சைடும் பெட்ரோல் பாம்பு வச்சிட்டு நீ ஸ்லோ பண்றியா இல்ல அடிக்கிட்டான்னு சொல்லி கேக்குறாங்க. நான் அப்படியே துணிச்சல என்ன பண்ணேன், ஸ்லோ பண்ணாம தான் வந்தேன். வலை ஒன்று போடுச்சு, 50,000 வலை வந்து எடுத்துகிட்டு போக சொல்கிறாங்க. எனக்கு வேணாம் சாமி, வலை வேணாம். நான் அவங்க அடித்து விட்டு விரட்டிட்டு வரும்போது என்கிட்ட நாங்கள் தப்பிச்சு தான் வந்தது அந்த டைமில்.
Well, Kollywood actor Vijay may not have fared his best in his flick Kavalan, but hopes to impress upon his character on the Indian fishermen facing attacks and kidnaps. The actor, who is nurturing political ambitions, is protesting against the ill treatment meted out to Tamil fishermen at the hands of Sri Lankan authorities at Nagapattinam. His forum, called the Vijay People's Movement, will hold a rally next week at a private college ground in the coastal town. It will prove to be a warm-up for Vijay's proposed campaign plan in the upcoming assembly polls. His political mentor father had met AIADMK chief Ms. Jayalalitha twice, in fact, during the recent months. Now, the former telecom minister A. Raja's new residence till the 3rd of next month is going to be the high-security prisons of Delhi's Tihar jail. For the next fortnight, DMK's blue-eyed boy will be in judicial custody, with his CBI custody ending today. Sources say that Raja was not cooperating with the investigators, and so they needed more time to question him. Today, as part of its crackdown in the 2G scam, the CBI has questioned SR Group chief and the CEO, Prashant Ruiya. This comes a day after industrialist Anil Ambani was examined at the CBI headquarters in New Delhi. The key issue the agency wanted to ask Ambani was about Reliance Communications' investment in Swan Telecom. In today's salvo against her political advisory, Ms. Jayalalitha has again said that more than 1,000 guest lecturers at government colleges have fallen victims to the DMK's game of political vendetta. These professors inducted in her regime were allegedly fired by the ruling ministry to settle scores politically. Taking up the cause of the teachers who have been on a protest mode ever since the interim budget's presentation, the AIADMK chief now says that their ouster would put their livelihoods at stake. She has urged the chief minister to regularize them instead of being vindictive towards them. Well, moving to Jayalalitha's poll plans for May, after announcing the allotment of 3 seats to her allies, the AIADMK received over 8,000 applications from prospective candidates in the last fortnight. The fee collected from these applications is set to be over 8 crore rupees. And looking at the numbers coming in, the deadline for accepting applications has been extended to the 23rd of February. Meanwhile, echoing Amma's call to thwart the DMK off their throne was the MDMK chief Vaiko today, who has pledged to work for an AIADMK-led alliance win at the assembly polls. The party's General Council met today and has re-elected Vaiko as the party's General Secretary. Today, Vaiko highlighted the rising crime in the city and drew attention to the plight of the Indian fishermen, citing the failure of the DMK regime. This is the late night news on NDTV Hindu. Up ahead, a tie-clad high schooler radio-tagged parks and gardens in the city. Watch out for the city corporation's announcement made today.